Hey guys, what's up? What's up? We're back for another video. Thank you all for being here. I'm sorry, y'all. As soon as I go live, somebody hit me up. I'm sorry. All right, but let's get into the show. Everything said in the video is alleged, in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Thank you all for being here. I see my mod KBR in the house. Thanks for being here. Is that my only mod? I know she got me. All right, let's get into the show, honey. Okay, let's get into it. The Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 9, Episode 6. These Lips Don't Lie review. Shenanigans, Reads, and Drags. All right, we're going to get into it. All right, so, of course, you guys know the episode picks up where it left off, where Marceau and Martell were still going at it, child, where Martell was airing out Marceau's dirty laundry, honey. They were going back and forth. It was a mess. So we're going to play the clip, okay? We're going to play the clip. Let's get into it. All right. Let's play the clip.
Once he loses respect for me, I'm gonna lose respect for y'all.
I don't have respect for you. I don't have respect, so you can talk.
Okay. Hey, Tisha, if I was you, I would want to see it too.
Hey, tell me anything you got. Tell me anything you got.
The other year you say I'm sorry and I didn't mean it. It's not true. And then you come back and you did.
Because I'm a dude. It's like dude code, and it's like bitches that we together. I'm not saying nothing about it.
Martell, we've never met together. And Martell, you
right after.
that's the lie.
Hey, you after me.
You're smoking crack.
You know she too, right? You still.
Yeah, that was in college.
And I saw it in person. I saw it in person.
Ooh.
You nasty.
What I do, Martell?
You beyond nasty.
What I do, Martell? No, that's not what he said.
Hey, we're not about to address that. Don't even address that, please.
Okay.
I think that Martell should have never said anything that involved Tisha. I think dragging Tisha into that was a low blow.
Other than your significant other, who has shown up for you the most in this alleged friend group?
Nobody.
Nobody.
You said that. Mine is Martell. He showed me how not to leave my marriage for a shareable side chick.
I'm sorry.
Ah!
He asked me, hey man, did Mel try to suck? This is nothing new. Martell accuses everyone else of cheating and lying. He's done it with Nell Fletcher. He's done it with Kimmy. He's done it with Mel, and now he's done it with me.
He had mentioned to go get some drinks or something like that. So that was my issue, to smooth it with the drinks.
I think that it's sad that because of that, he went to Marceau and Melody anything.
I wouldn't like a gesture like that. Let's get some drinks at a time that you're not doing too good.
You're accusing his friend of wanting his ex-wife.
That don't know what type of friends he's used to.
Why?
Oh, you asked me that.
One of y'all gotta go or both of y'all gotta leave.
I didn't Tisha when my boys okay? What you talking about? You said I couldn't. Marceau, you know who she married? You think you was uglier than you are, better than you are. What the talking about? I couldn't her.
You think you could?
What you talking about? I got Tisha.
You think you could?
Tisha got the bottom of the barrel.
And she kept.
Dude, what the?
And she said,
You're still ugly.
I saved you, babe.
Like, what's wrong with you?
Thank you.
Martell is absolutely dead wrong for talking about Tisha's history and involving her in the conversation. They want to have a big D or little D swinging contest. They shouldn't do it in front of the women. I think it's just so crass.
I'm leaving.
Hey, I'm
done. How you leaving your own business? I don't really like all of this.
Destiny,
y'all. That's all.
Lance said, hold on.
Hey, Lance, you're not gonna walk your girl to the
Destiny
car?
turn around quick as
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I understand that Destiny is upset about this situation, but girl, you started this. Like that whole who hurt you the most, Destiny know Martell. So she had to have an idea of how this was going to end.
Can't trust a liar.
That's weird.
Hold
That's
on, what you
weird.
say, Tisha?
Can't trust a liar.
Hey,
It's only something you can.
I'm not lying about not one thing.
You lied on me.
Hey.
You just lied on me.
Martell cannot take ownership of his wrongdoings, and he wants everybody to agree with him. Even if he's wrong, he wants you to agree with him.
Yo, ass don't care about mine.
Martell acts like a woman, and then he'll start
You
doing
the one. You the one acting like a whole bitch.
Don't
What
do
you
that,
talking
okay?
about?
See, I can take that.
Okay, I'm done. I'm about to go. I'm leaving.
I don't want you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm about to leave.
Martell,
Talk your Let me go be a mommy.
there we go.
I think Marceau and Martell are all the way out of pocket. Both of them.
You need to be ashamed.
I didn't girl.
That's not the point. Tisha is catching all them strays because you like all that bullshit.
You had sex with a guy in college?
I'm just saying the way he's talking to her
College.
is collateral damage
He's
from
trying,
you arguing with
but
him.
He's trying to. That's why I told her to get that stuff away, because he's trying to get me to fight.
I feel you.
And that's not going to happen.
But even while you're saying no, he's hollering in her face and disrespecting her. She's catching the strays.
That's why I told her to leave. That's why I told her to leave.
Kimmy, don't be mad at me.
Hey, Martell, she's not gonna be mad. This is what Martell does.
What?
This is Martell.
Oh, so, hold on.
He gets sensitive and gets angry.
Sensitive?
You did.
I was giving
You
the
got-
same energy as your brother was giving.
You got mad about the interview and then you went in.
I don't believe that Martell has the proof that he claims to have. And if he did, I think that Martell would have been used it. Like, these guys have been going round and round for close to 6 years. There's no way in the world that you're going to tell me that Martell has the restraint to hold something like that for 6 years.
I think that
It's always something.
they let a lot out today.
They could have kept that part in.
I wonder how much is left.
I will not be played no more. So if you're gonna talk about Martell, I'm gonna talk about you too. But again, I got the facts. He gonna make up.
It's a lot, Maurice. You good?
100%.
All right.
Like this is what they do. They had like brothers type of fights.
Fight.
Yeah.
Well, if he loses respect for me, I'm gonna lose respect.
Think about it. All right, so as you guys can see, Martell was going in and putting Marceau's business out there. I think he called Tisha a bitch too, to ask her why she was acting like a bitch. It's weird to me that Marceau didn't check him on that. Marceau did make a comment as to say that he was not, that Martell was trying to get him to fight him or something like that. Y'all know they already had an almost fight at the Madani situation. So that's how it is when you're holding each other's secrets like that. Bottom line is, I'm sorry, y'all. Bottom line is it's going to be some mess. So as you guys can see, their friendship looks like it's not going to be repairable because further down in the video, Marceau is going to say he does not wish to be friends with Martell at all. Martell can be very dangerous when you're trying to be friends with him. You have to be careful doing things around him and saying things around him because Martell is the type of person to where he lives to get something on you. And then when y'all fall out, he's going to use it against you to his advantage. And that's what it seems like he's doing here. So yeah, a hot damn mess. So you guys just saw that clip. All right, so let's get through it. Tisha says that Martell rather wants people to believe him even when he is lying. And Martell, like I said, tells Tisha to stop being a bitch. I don't think that was I don't think Martell should have said that to her. I mean, it was disrespectful. Obviously, he has no respect for Marceau, nor does he have any respect for Tisha. And I think Tisha has said some things behind the scenes that have pissed him off at the very least. Okay, so let's get to the next scene. The next scene is that Tisha goes to a jewelry shop rather, to try to find a wedding band for Marceau because she says that he does not wear his wedding band. The wedding band that he had, apparently he must have lost it, or he doesn't know where it is to wear it. So she's taking it upon herself to go to the jewelry store to see if she can get him another band. All right. So she was saying Marceau never wears his wedding ring because of course, you know, when he's out and about, I guess he don't want the women to know he's married. But I mean, he is on a reality show, which is weird. So while Tisha is asking the jeweler to see several pieces of jewelry, wedding bands to be exact, Marceau then walks in. She greets him, "Hey, babe." You know, so then Tisha says that we're in our favorite place, is what she says to Marceau. And he just kind of like, yeah, okay. So he's saying to her, he says that, what are you getting me? Why are you getting me a band? Wedding band rather. And he's very adamant about not wanting Tisha to get him a wedding band or replace his band because he doesn't want to wear it. And he told her, he said, I just bought you a ring. So he was telling her, look, focus on you. Don't buy me no ring. I don't really want a ring. So Tisha was saying that you need a ring too. She says that, and when you wear your ring, she said that, Marceau was saying that when you wear your ring, Tisha, that you're wearing it for the both of us. So he's telling her that he's not really into wearing no ring. He don't want to. He says it, and he so Tisha's like, well, what are you bringing into this? I'm wearing my ring. What are you getting in? What are you getting out of not wearing your ring? He said, well, basically, I'm giving you my heart. He said it's representing my heart and what I'm giving you in terms of me not wearing this ring. So he's adamant about not wearing the ring. They're going back and forth about this. So the jeweler shows them more rings and says that it pretty much the ring that Tisha chose was going to cost about $2,000, which Marceau was like, $2,000. And I'm like, but y'all millionaires. So why are you so focused on $2,000? That should be nothing to you if y'all are millionaires. All right. So, of course, Marceau, like I said, is complaining about the price of the ring. And Tisha says that it's not that bad, meaning the $2,000 that they're asking for. So Marceau says, yeah, that is bad. He said, because I remember when rings were only like $88. So the jeweler said, yeah, that was about 25 years ago when rings like that were like $88. So Marceau then says that no, he just rather have a simple band for a simple man. So he doesn't want to spend $2,000 on it, like a blinged out ring all the way around, which is what Tisha was going to try to get him. So she wants something flashy for him, I guess, so that the hoes can see, hey, he is married. Whenever he step out, that everybody, eyes just automatically go to his hand and be like, oh, he's married. But a lot of these women nowadays don't give a damn. Just because they see a ring don't mean that that's going to keep them off your man. Okay, it has to be the commitment between the two. All right, so Marceau says that he feels naked without his watch on after Tisha asked the jeweler to clean their jewelry for them. So Tisha took her rings off, and then she asked Marceau to take his watch off and let the jeweler clean it. So he's saying he feels naked without it. Tisha saying it's about time for you to pass the watch down to their son MJ. So he was like, yeah, we'll see. So I don't know if he want to pass that damn watch down or not. But while the jeweler is fixing their rings, Tisha has a conversation with Marceau about the importance of wearing his ring and what it signifies and or means to her. So we're going to play the clip right quick, okay? Let's get that in. I'm glad I could get these clips because it's going to save my voice a little bit because I don't want to be sounding hoarse. All right, so let's go.
What does the ring symbolize to you?
The ring doesn't symbolize that much to me. It's a sign of obedience.
No, it's not.
It's a sign
of love, and it's a sign that I made a commitment to someone. That's what it symbolizes.
Hey, do you think that people look at me and think he's not married?
Probably, yeah, because you don't wear a wedding ring.
So you think that people actually look at me and they don't know?
How would they know if you don't wear a wedding ring? I think it's time for Marceau to start back wearing his wedding band. I think that he's had it off for too long and he's getting a little bit too comfortable not, putting it on. And that also may add to people being disrespectful towards our marriage.
In the history of Scots, we're the longest tenure to your first wife marriage ever.
The past 7 years has been tough. This past 1 year was really tough. And so, we've had conversations about not being together and what does it look like. And I'm just happy that we're deciding that we love each other enough to try to figure it out.
We want to figure it out, but we have to be, we got to be the people that we said we're going to be. The one thing that I love about us and I loved about you, I remember I used to walk behind you and I would see how your shoulders, you always held yourself up real tall, even though you're short as hell, and how you carry yourself, right? And it's like no one can, knock that chip off your shoulder. No one can change who you are, and you're always going to be you. And I think that I've seen, to a certain extent, some influence that I didn't like.
Everybody beating up on you, you get tired. And that's how it is for me. For the past, 6 years, I've been having so many people beating up on me, so many people saying so many negative things about me, and I'm like, I'm not that person who wants to fight or who want to curse people out. I like to have a good time. I like to have fun. That's me. But why do people keep coming for me? It took me through a a season of like depression for real. Like I was really sad and hurt, and I felt like alone, and I felt like I'm fighting by myself.
If someone's talking bad about you that you can't control, you don't have to read it. You don't have to go there. You don't have to do that.
I think that navigating your marriage in the public eye is difficult.
You know, I think my biggest frustration right now is he believes I love her. Then why do you only listen to my words when you hear someone else say them? Like I can say something, and until something on it, some pastor on the internet says it, it's not true. So you think about that ring, that ring for real?
The band, not the ring, the band.
Same thing, T.
No, it's not. It's different. It's the band. I talked to Destiny just a few minutes ago. So I was just telling her, apologizing to her about the craziness that took place at her field day.
I'll probably apologize to her for my portion in it, but there's very few things in this world you have control over, and I have control over, but I can control my response. Mm-hmm. And that's true responsibility. So when Stormy was calling me a bitch, there's nothing I can personally do to stop someone from saying words.
You're right.
That's their mouth. They can do whatever they want to do. And it's up to me to make sure I can control my behavior. And so I'm apologize to Destiny too, because while it was funny to me, I think that I should have handled it better. But I don't know, man. It wasn't screaming BDE though.
You're not that low, and you can't stoop yourself to get to that level. And with someone that would go so low and just say any and everything just to pull you down to them, you got to be like, dude, I can't do that.
In general, in life, when people say, when they go low, I'll go lower, it ain't a flex. Truth is, I got to be accountable. But I realized in that moment that there's nothing I can personally do. Mm-mm. Martell's been a loose cannon. We don't have the relationship with Martell to be able to hold him accountable. Martell doesn't hang around us as much. Then we lose that relationship. We lose that respect. And in losing that respect, we lose our ability to influence each other. You realize the kind of person that, honestly, for me, Martell is that if you do this to the mother of your children, there's no telling what you do to me. There's no telling what you do to other people.
Yeah.
So it is what it is for
me. What does the ring symbolize to you?
The ring doesn't.
I don't think Tisha really understands that a ring is not what makes a marriage. It's about the commitment. I mean, I think she's hung up on the wrong thing. You going to go rush and spend all this money on a ring when the real issue is that your man ain't being 100% faithful to you, and everybody and their mama is telling you that, and you're thinking that a ring is going to symbolize that and change everything and change him. He don't even want to wear the ring. He don't want the attention drawn to him in terms of showing that he is married. I don't think Marceau really wants to be married. I think that he's so far in terms of the kids. I think that he's so far in terms of the businesses and the, whatever he would get out of the situation with Tisha. He gets to run around and act like a boss and on Tisha's dime and on her credit, because prior to that, he had nothing. He didn't have nothing to offer her. He had nothing to offer her, but Tisha, I think, was one of those gullible girls who was happy to have a man who showed her some attention, and she wound up getting pregnant by him, and then from there she married him. So at the end of the day, I don't think she understands what marriage really means, because what does she have to look for? What does she have to look at as an example? Her own mom is going through a situation where she's married to someone and then saying she has a boyfriend. So she doesn't really have a solid foundation around her to teach her what real marriage is supposed to be about and what it means. And it's kind of sad because she feels like she has to put up with whatever Marceau puts her through just for the sake of staying and then, saying that she has a husband. And it's sad. It's sad that people do that. But anyway, so Tisha, like I said, starts crying and saying that she's tired of people coming for her and that she felt alone. Well, my thing is, if you're married, you should not feel alone in that situation, because your husband should be there to give you that emotional support that you need when you're going through these things that you're dealing with emotionally. So it shows how much Marceau is tapped in when it comes to his wife and her feelings and what she's dealing with. Okay. But Tisha's going to have tougher skin like she does whenever she's talking about other people. I mean, The same applies. You can't talk about other people, and then when they talk about you, you're ready to crash out and just give up. It just doesn't go that way. You got to have tougher skin. You got to get to a point where you don't care. I mean, that's just how it is. So sad, it's a sad situation. So let's get to the next scene. So next scene is Melody and Tisha link up at some taco shop. Apparently Melody's been there before because she chose the spot. Tisha is running a little late per usual because y'all know anytime they have some, Tisha is always late. So Mel is already there waiting on Tisha to arrive. And Melody says that she's pretty much making her rounds. Y'all know she said she was going to reach out to each and every one of the women who went on the girls trip, and she's going to have like a little one-on-one situation. So Melody says, like I said, she's going to make her rounds with everyone that came on the trip. And she says that Tisha is next. Now we know the first person she met up with was Kimmy, where she invited Kimmy to her home to like work out and get in her business about that damn DUI. So this is Mel's way of, I think, inviting Tisha out for like a little one-on-one, a little, hors d'oeuvre or appetizer and a drink type situation, just to kind of dig further into this tea since Kimmy didn't want to talk. So she's going to get to the next Scott, which is Tisha, and see if she can kind of break that wall to get the info that she's looking for. All right. So Tisha finally arrives and says that it's her first time actually at that particular taco shop. They are downtown, like in a new area. I think Mel said it's being built in Huntsville. Tisha says she's never been there. So Tisha and Mel, they're sitting there and they're chopping it up when Tisha says that she was glad to actually be home from the trip, from the trip that Mel invited them on. And she says that that Kimmy pretty much told her that she and Destiny tried to call Mel, and that they did not get an answer when it came to the event that Destiny put together. Mel looking like, call me? What they trying to call me for? I don't know what they're trying to call me for. So Tisha started telling her about the event that was coming up and the field day and all this. And so Mel, she went to confessional and was saying, field day? I don't need to know nothing about no field day. She said the last time I went to field day, I was in school. She said the only thing I'm worrying about is this money. I ain't worried about no damn field day. And especially hanging out with that group, because Mel don't hang out with them, okay? So Melody then mentions the Scotts, which then Tisha's whole facial expression changes because she has an idea of where Melody is going to go with this conversation. So Tisha kind of acts crazy, like she doesn't know what Melody is talking about when Melody mentions the DUI, which is, with Maurice. All right, so Mel is like trying to pry it out of Tisha, and Tisha just kind of looking like she don't really want to say nothing. But you guys know that Melody said she felt that the Scotts had already had a conversation where they had a pact where they would not talk about the situation to nobody else, so they would keep it amongst themselves. So let's get into the next clip, you guys, because I pulled the clips, girl. Let's get into the next clip so that you guys can see and or hear the interaction with this particular scene. All right, let's get into it. Shout out to OMFG Reality TV. All right, let's go.
I haven't seen you since the trip.
Girl, I was so glad to come back home after that trip.
Were you?
Oh my goodness, yes.
Oh, that was
Thank you. Destiny. So she had a field day. She said her and Kim was trying to call you to invite you to it, but she said you didn't
Her
answer.
and Kimmy.
Yeah, because her and Kimmy called me.
When it comes to, I guess, Destiny and this field day Tisha's talking about, I mean, I had field day. I think my last one was 6th grade. So, I ain't missed it all this time. The only field I want to see, baby, is that field goal. As I'm smashing all of my money goals. I'm good. I've been seeing the Scotts in social media.
About what? Who? What Scotts?
Maurice got a DUI, WI or DUI, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the hot news right now.
Yeah. We was like happy that it wasn't worse. You know what I'm saying? We're happy that he was safe and nobody was hurt. He wasn't hurt and nobody else was hurt. That was the most important part.
Tisha, you see like that? You see this right here? How you're talking?
Don't do that.
Sounds amazing.
Don't do that.
No, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
How amazing would it have been if after it all happened, that type of dialogue happened? You know what?
We said that to him.
Our relative could have been dead and gone because I lost my grandmother to a drunk driver. So, hey, our relative could have been dead and gone. We're just happy he's here and he's not hurt and he didn't hurt anybody else. Instead, it was, free Reese, get the ball, free Reese. It was a whole, yes.
I know it was free Reese.
It was embarrassing.
Sure.
And I didn't see
Sure
you
he
in the
was
line,
embarrassed
but I
about
saw
it.
them. He should have did what you just did. Hey, this is what you don't do.
Yeah.
But instead, the immediate thing was to go back to the very thing that could have just took your life. I said, man, he may not come at me with no other MLK speech. He can't talk to me about I'm telling you that right now. He can't talk to me about He can't tell me nothing, give me no ideas.
We've all made mistakes. We cannot hold each other. Like, you make a mistake, you learn, and you grow from it.
Getting behind the wheel while you know you're intoxicated is not a mistake. That's a choice.
But
secondly,
I feel like he's learned his lesson.
The response after that, a bottle in your hand on live. Yes, ma'am.
Well, Mel has a really strong opinion about Maurice's DUI. And being that this has had an effect on her life, dealing with her grandmother, I can understand where she's coming from with this. I would like to say that the situation with Maurice and the DUI is nobody else's business, but in this group, everything is everybody else's business.
When Kimmy and I got together, I kind of checked in with her because I, as a woman, I know whenever your husband embarrasses you, what that feels like. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then with everything else she's had going on, I was just like, I'm checking on all caps you.
Yeah. Oh, she was like, he embarrassed himself, not me.
Oh,
she was out grocery shopping.
That, but no, girl, nah. Trust me, trust me. It affects everybody. And then did you see that they say he had red lipstick on his lips?
I don't believe that. I believe that's some extra stuff.
Did you see the mugshot? He had red stuff on his lips.
Was it a drink? If it was a drink.
Girl, stop, Tisha. I've been out with Tisha.
I don't believe her.
I
don't believe that.
Tisha, stop it.
I know Marie. Ain't no red lipstick out here. People be lying.
You see the red?
No.
You don't see the red, then you colorblind.
Tisha is delusional like she is when it comes to Marceau cheating. Like, you cannot tell Tisha that Marceau is cheating and she believe it. I think Tisha will actually have to be laying on the bed with Marceau over here on top of the woman digging her out while Tisha is laying right here on the other side of the bed, and she gonna still say she didn't see nothing because the damn lights was off. Tisha is that dense to me. Marceau could be in the same bed with Tisha, and Tisha laying on this side, and he over here, and a woman child, he is sleeping with a woman over here, and Tisha can feel the bed moving, but because she didn't see said situation happen, she gonna be like, nah, that never happened. He ain't cheating. Show me the pictures. That's her favorite line. Girl, why is she so crazy? I don't get it.
Not that. Girl, you don't stop playing with me, Tisha. We see that in the middle. Tisha put under his lips is what I said.
Yeah, that's how he was drinking. Seriously, Maurice, this look like pink lips to me.
You don't think that it looks like what?
It looks like pink lips to me.
Pink lips?
Mel, I don't see any red lipstick on Maurice's shirt nor Maurice's lip. Like, let's not do that. Let's not try to insinuate something else. Come on, Mel. Let's not do that.
Tisha.
I don't see no red lip.
Tisha.
That's what he was drinking. I think people just reading into it.
Okay, girl. Or either you looking past and turn the blind eye. Either people reading into it or you turning the blind eye.
I'm about to go.
Was it true?
Tisha's favorite thing to do when the truth is on the table. She getting ready to go, honey, with her break every chain purse.
That he got, it was noon.
Investigator Mel.
Well, y'all been investigating my life the past 7
No, we don't. You volunteer everything.
No, y'all be asking questions. Y'all be asking questions.
How's she gonna argue with Mel and then get up and take that free food that Mel is not really supposed to be paying for, but she done up and committed Mel to pay for? Like, Tisha is very diabolical. Okay.
Oh, thank you for inviting me.
Y'all be asking questions. I think that all of them probably have made a pact, which is what you do when you have family in a group, right? We ain't gonna talk about it. I think they've made that pact with each other. So she doesn't want to look like she broke the pact.
Thank you for my dinner for me and my husband.
Did you hear it was around? I'm not paying for your food, sweetheart.
Forever she got us.
No, forever.
She got both of us.
She running out with the food. Y'all better get her. Call security. She did not pay for this check. I haven't.
What y'all think about that? So Mel is letting them know, hey, call security. She ain't pay for this damn food, and she done picked up this food, talking about she's taking food home for her and her husband. I said it earlier. She was saying she didn't have no groceries. So now she's going to order something off the menu to take it out of there and expecting Melody to pay for her some to-go food. That's very ghetto. Like, that's very, very ghetto. I can't with that. And Mel, if I was Mel, I wouldn't invite her ass nowhere else because Tisha don't have any type of etiquette. She's really acting like that girl from across the tracks. That's some shit that somebody from across the tracks would do. I expect that from her. But let's continue. Okay. Tisha playing dumb about the damn DUI, knowing she know every intricate detail because they done sat there and had a whole conversation about it. But of course, Tisha is acting like Kimmy, like, oh, what lipstick? What are you talking about? Where was Maurice? No, girl, Maurice wasn't there. It wasn't that time of the day. Like, they acting real silly and stupid about this whole DUI situation. But they forget that all of that information was out to the public when he was arrested, what he was arrested for, like all of that. So why they're trying to keep it like this close guarded secret is weird because it's public information. It's public information. And Tisha, please stop getting BBLs and your stomach is poked out. That don't look right to have a big ass and a huge stomach. Like, girl, that don't go together. That do not. And she done had a tummy tuck. So that is weird to me that you out here looking like that again, girl. You done had a tummy tuck. You done had a mommy makeover, BBL, and your body still ain't right. I don't know who your doctor is, baby, but you might need to do something else. Maybe start working out for real. All right, so let's move on, honey. Next scene is Tisha and Martell. Of course, y'all know they filming together. I see you, Tisha and Martell. I see you, Destiny and Martell. They're bouncing off of each other, trying to get scenes. If you guys noticed that, let's go over the park bench for the two of them. If y'all didn't notice, because y'all know they get paid per scene. So the park bench they're getting paid for, where Martell met up with Destiny. The storage room, which she calls a Madonna's beauty warehouse. That ain't no damn warehouse. The little field day event. She and Martell were filming a lot of scenes together because y'all know Martell ain't really been filming a whole lot this season. So he's using Destiny because he ain't really cool with nobody else. Stormy is gone. Stormy was filming with him, but she ain't on the show no more. So the Scotts, they're not fooling with him. So that's just cutting out people for him to film with. The only other person that can film with him or will film with him would be probably the Fletchers, and that's only because they're trying to question him. And really, I think Chris Fletcher is going to continue to film with him because Martell know a lot of stuff about Chris too, kind of like he knows about Marceau. So I think Chris is scared to maybe cut Martell all the way off because he doesn't want that scrutiny that he just saw Marceau get. But we know about the field day, and now they're at a bar scene, okay? They're at a bar scene. So Destiny, honey, is dressed like Dottie Peoples, going into this bar area to go and meet Martell to discuss his behavior at the event they just had, the little field day event with him and Marceau, or rather between him and Marceau. So Martell, he's already there waiting on Destiny to arrive. So Destiny comes in, they give each other a side hug, and Destiny says that she's very disappointed in Martell's behavior and how he acted. But she, of course, we know she kicked that whole situation off. And she even egged it on. She instigated that entire situation. And we saw that right before our own eyes. All right, so Destiny had on these fake Dolce & Gabbana damn clip-on earrings. I said, I ain't know Dolce & Gabbana made no damn clip-on earrings, but that's what she had in that scene, because y'all know I peep everything. I don't miss nothing. So Martell is at the bar, and he and Destiny are talking, and he's saying that he is going to order a water. His broke ass can't afford no drink. So he's saying he's going to get him a water because he's saying it's hot outside. Y'all know he ain't got no damn air conditioning in his truck. So Martell is already, you can tell he was already sweating bad. His face is kind of glistening. His bald head is shining. You can tell he was sweating. He ain't got no damn air conditioner. So he's sitting there. He's waiting on the bartender to give him his water. And Destiny says that she's going to order her an adult drink. And Martell tells her, you don't need no drink. You need to drink water. See how he's trying to boss her around like he would do Mel. He's talking to Destiny like she would be Mel. So Destiny was like, no, I'm getting me an adult drink and I can get me a water. She said, and plus it's ice in there. So she was trying to crack a little joke to say that, you know, she got ice in her drink. The ice is pretty much water. So she got her a drink and she got her water. So they gave him the bartender gave him their drinks or whatever. And they're talking. So Martell then says that the heat actually made him snap on Marceau the way that he did because it was so hot out there that day. And Destiny said that she said that y'all actually made my head hurt, said that y'all made my blood pressure high the way you and Marceau were going back and forth. So Martell says that he kind of do apologize for being overly hostile at her event. And he says that Martell then goes on to ask her why she actually turned all the questions towards him. So Destiny then says that that she knew that Martell felt a way towards Marceau, and she wanted to get everything out so that they could clear the air. And Martell is kind of looking at him like, what? And Destiny was like, yeah, you remember in the storage room where we were actually talking and you said that you had a problem about this. And I brought it up so that you and Marceau can kind of air things out and fix it. So Martell then explains, he said that what he said, he explained to Destiny about what he said in the storage room. Then production kind of rolls the clips on what Martell was saying, and saying that he did not feel supported by the Scott brothers when he was going through. Thanks so much, Angela Hunal. Okay, and saying that he did not feel like he was being supported by them, because during the time that he was going through the whole revenge piece situation, going back and forth to court, then he got arrested. He was saying that Marceau and Maurice, they weren't really there. So he chose to lash out at them versus having a conversation with them. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull the clip on that, because I like to give you guys visuals. Okay. Let's go ahead and get to the next clip. So now in this clip, guys, it's going to be going back and forth from Chris Fletcher and Marceau, because Chris Fletcher is going to go see Marceau and they're going to be having a conversation about a house that Marceau is fake building. Chris is going to be talking about his new business that he just moved downtown, and they're going to be flip-flopping. And also Chris and Marceau are going to be talking about the situation that happened at the event space when he and Martell got into it, and he's asking him, are you guys going to be able to squash this and be friends again? And Marceau is saying no. So this clip is going to be going back and forth between Destiny and Martell and Chris Fletcher and Marceau. Okay, so let's get into it. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep doing it. All right, let's share. My bad. Don't fuss me out, guys. Don't fuss me out in the comment now. I'm damn tired. Here we go. All right, so here we go. All right, so what we're watching is, let's go ahead and let you guys know, Chris Fletcher has pulled up on Marceau. Marceau is at one of the houses he's saying that he's building. They're having a conversation, and he's asking Marceau, can he and Martell iron out their differences? And the clip is going to keep going back and forth between Martell and Destiny. All right, let's get into it.
That was interesting.
Yeah, it was.
And I'm trying to figure out, like, how? Why? Is it really because of the interview you did?
Listen, Fletch, I don't know. Your boy Martell's been running off at the mouth and he says anything that he wants to say about anybody he wants to say it about.
I'm not lying about the things that I said about him. If he try to say that I'm a liar, which I haven't lied about anything.
Thank you, Lord.
I'm going to prove the fact that I'm not a liar. But then he need to prove to me that he's not a liar, because he's lying about a lot of the stuff that he mentioned.
Do you feel like the revenge situation, like, do you feel like that was a trigger for you?
Or no. No, that wasn't a trigger for me. It wasn't about the charges at all, because again, it's like, it's a misunderstanding. He don't know the truth. But my thing is, when I told you the truth, how can you still say like you don't believe me? You see the charge. That bothered me to the core. Because again, I'm asking you, like, what did I do wrong to you?
You and Martell are cool, right?
Yeah.
Every now and then he likes to call your wife a side chick. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah, and I don't play the
yeah, but he continues to do it.
If you were married and you met Nell and y'all kind of...
And my wife ain't no side chick, so
she ain't Nell.
Don't call her. She never was, mother.
Yeah. I heard you was like...
No, I'm not.
Sorry.
No.
Then he says, oh, my bad, I won't do it, and blah, blah, blah. Then he does it again. My life isn't set up to have people in my life that just happen to do this.
If you got any love for Tisha, like, it's hard to sit there as a woman and watch her have to hear that.
Yeah, I know.
And like,
so guess what?
She catching strays, missiles, everything else.
Yeah.
And I feel like you owe Tisha an apology.
I hated that they had to go there, but they're one. So if she's not telling him not to say certain things, like his gloves are off, my gloves are off too. And I know
you think she accepted certain things?
Of course. I mean, I don't know the dynamic of Marcel and Tisha, but you know, Tisha, she accepts it.
Accepts what?
Whatever he does. Like, they had a relationship for 2-3 years. Like, and Tisha.
But she told me that it wasn't true.
Girl, I know it's true. Melody knows it's true. That's one incident, but it's like that's how I know Tisha know. And Tisha up there trying to coach on what to say and what not to say. Listen.
So you saying they both trying to teach people how to respectfully cheat? Melody and Tisha?
Done.
No, I don't know if I believe that.
Hey, if I say it, believe it. What you mean? If I say it, believe it. Like, I'm down to stop all the negativity, but if he's not, I'm not either.
So are you saying that you and Martell relationship is done?
Oh, 100%. I'm not going to be his friend ever again. This is resolved in my book. I don't respect this man. I don't need the friendship from the man. I'm around people. I'm a black man in America. I'm comfortable being around people that mean me harm.
He can still stop by black. Bro.
Enjoy yourself, big fella.
Okay.
Martell and I add nothing to each other's lives. See, people are in your life for a reason. Some people are in this for a season. Some people are in it for a lifetime. And Martell and I ran our race. You know, we did what God asked us to do as far as be friends. And our season is up. There is no universe where Martell and I have the exchange that we had the other day. An apology comes from that. And then we're back to friends. Oh, he apologized. So now let's go get this relationship back. For what? There's no universe that I know of that will happen.
I'm not gonna be the bigger person. It's really difficult to see if people are real friends, because if a person is needy, they'll act like they're your friend until they get something. And where are they now? I want to apologize to Marcel. If anything, I'm about to go even harder. He going low, so I'm gonna go lower. And like I told him,
things.
I'm not trying to fix things.
Clearly.
Marcel should not be trying to play me the way he's trying to play me.
So now you guys can see Martell is crazy as hell. I said, bro, he is pretty much saying he's not letting this go, and he is willing to continue to be petty. And as you guys can see, Marcel has made it very much so clear that he is not trying to be friends with Martell again. He doesn't trust him, and Martell went too far. He's mad that Martell told his business. He's mad, so he's going to stay far away from Martell because he knows that Martell knows a lot about him and the things that he may have been doing that maybe he doesn't want Tisha to know. You could tell that he was bothered by that when they were arguing and Martell said what he said. It bothered Marcel. He tried. You could tell it was all over his face. His whole disposition changed. Tisha's whole disposition changed, which lets you know there was some truth to it. And I don't usually believe nothing that Martell has to say, but I think Marcel is kind of guarding himself when it comes to Martell because he's a loose cannon. He's lost everything, including Mel. Now he wants to destroy everybody else, and he doesn't care who it is. He don't care who it is. So unfortunately, it just happens to be Marcel because he done pissed him off. And one thing you don't do with somebody who knows all your tea is be, bluffing them, don't be like, oh yeah, go ahead and show it. Go ahead and say it. I mean, that's what he wants to do anyway. So when you do that, don't be surprised when Martell does that, because like I said the other day, he don't have nothing to lose. You called his bluff and he did that shit. And now you mad. Oh, I'm not friends with him no more. But Chris Fletcher was saying he has a new business downtown. And that he's going to be kind of sitting back because he's hired some people to come in and do the real estate part of it all, where he can just kind of sit back and be hands off and allow them to do it. So he has a new business. I don't recommend he do any type of business with Marcel because that can be another failed relationship to where they be arguing and carrying on. I don't think that's a great idea. Because Marcel's whole face lit up when he heard Chris say, oh yeah, I just got a new business down here and it's doing well. So he's looking like, oh yeah, maybe we can do some stuff together. But yeah, Chris Fletcher, please stay far away from that. All right. But yeah, so Destiny, of course, is trying to act like she's the peacemaker now and trying to make them fix things when you started all of this, Destiny. You didn't have to ask Martell that question. If they needed to have a conversation, they could have done that off the record. They could have had a conversation by phone or just one-on-one. You bringing that up, what were you wishing to accomplish to bring that up in front of everybody when you know Martell is a loose cannon? You guys already had the conversation in the storage room. about Martell being mad, and Martell already made it known to you that he was going to snap off on Marsau. So you bringing that question up, that just put fuel to the fire. And then you standing back like, how you set the fire, throw the logs on there, and pour the lighter fluid on there, and act surprised when you throw the match and it go boom. Like, she's standing back like, oh my God, I didn't know it was going to do that. Like, what did you think was going to happen, Destiny? Weird. It's weird. It's giving that you was enjoying that whole encounter, because then you said that was Tisha's history. Like, damn, you supposed to be her friend. So now you co-signing what Martell is saying about your friend, and then you're gonna turn around and tell him he needs to apologize to Tisha. You're like, yeah, I don't know about that. But we're gonna see what is given on that, because I told you guys they ain't fooling with him. So we're gonna see what's given for that. All right, so let's move on. So Destiny is asking Martell, does he feel that the revenge situation, meaning the revenge piece situation, was a trigger for him when Marsau brought it up? Martell says no. He says it is just a mere misunderstanding. So he is still under the guise of trying to make everybody believe that this revenge piece situation is just a small thing when he's been convicted of it. He still wants people to believe that it was nothing and that he wasn't charged for it, and that it was just misinformation. He said that Marsau does not believe him, and that's what made him mad. That's why he's mad, because Marsau did not believe him in terms of what he was saying about the whole charges situation. So it goes back to Martell and Destiny. Destiny is then asking Martell, does Tisha accept things that Marsau is actually doing as far as cheating? So see, Destiny, you don't believe your friend if Tisha's already told you he didn't cheat. So then why are you getting this second opinion from Martell? Because it's given that you want some juicy stuff on Tisha while you're still trying to act like you her friend. And that's why Wanda is ready to tear off in your ass when she said on her video that you need to call her before she do her video, or she about to go off on your ass for the way that you did in that scene about Tisha. Because you're supposed to be her friend, and Tisha done dropped that money to help you get out of jail. Now you sitting up over there on Martell's side talking shit, and now the people's is mad at your ass, okay? So Martell says no, says that Tisha actually accepts what Marsau does, and said that whatever Marsau does, Tisha accepts it. So Martell then says that Marsau has some type of 2 to 3 year relationship with someone, and says, and then Destiny says, that Destiny said that Tisha said that it wasn't true whenever they had a conversation about it. So Destiny kind of knows already what's going on, but Destiny is coming off as the instigator and the bone carrier this season so far. All right, so she's kind of gotten away from the Sonny and Moses situation. Now she's in the middle of Tisha and Marsau's marital situations and or infidelities, and it sounded like she's co-signing with Martell and trying to play like she's a peacemaker in public, but she's a messy instigator behind the scenes. I'm catching that. All right. So after Destiny says that Tisha told her that there was no truth to the whole Marsau having a 2 to 3 year relationship with someone, Martell is like, girl, bye. Like, no, bye. That's a whole lie. Like, I know better. But Martell then goes on to say that Melody even knows that it's true about the relationship. I told y'all he had conversations with Mel about some infidelities with Marsau. He done ran back and told and ran his mouth, but he won't telling the shit he was doing. See, you telling all Marsau and Tisha business, but you won't telling Mel that your ass was over there with Ariane when you were telling her you was at the gym. So you were doing some nasty stuff, and not just with Ariane. You were out with other women, Mel found out later on. So while you were sitting up trying to build them up to be the biggest cheaters in the world, your ass was out there doing it too. And you skipped right over your shit to be telling Mel about them. So that's how Mel was telling Marsau, and telling Tisha when they met up that time, if you want to know what your husband is doing, you better go down to the bar. Because evidently that's something that Martell had already told Mel. So Martell then goes on to say that Tisha knows that Marsau be cheating, but she just kind of speaking up for him so that people will believe that it's not happening. So Destiny kind of took a shot at Mel by asking Martell, says it, so are you saying that they are both teaching each other how to respectfully cheat? Meaning, so y'all remember she said that on the girls trip in St. Thomas that Mel was teaching Martell to cheat respectfully with Ariane. Now she's trying to say that Tisha is respectfully trying to teach Marsau how to respectfully cheat. So Destiny, I don't seem like you know good friend, sis. Okay, so Martell then confirms it by saying yes, that is what's happening. So Destiny says that she don't believe it, but yeah, you do, girl, because you keep asking him, and Martell just sat there and told you whatever he says that is factual. Okay. Martell says, if I said it, then believe it. Okay. He said, what do you mean? If I said it, believe it. Meaning like whatever comes out of his mouth is just automatically the truth. So Martell then says that he is down to stop the negativity between he and Marceau. But if Marceau keeps things up, then he is going to go lower. Meaning if he go low, he's going to go lower than him. All right. So Marceau then tells Chris that the friendship, like I said, is 100% over between he and Martell. So they're going back and forth about that. Chris is still trying to convince him to squash everything and for them to iron out everything because they used to be boys. But Marceau was like, no, Martell has gone way too far this time. And I don't blame him. Sometimes you can go too far when you start seeing certain things, especially when you call somebody's spouse a bitch. Like, come on now. So let's get to the next scene. Next scene is Melody is still making her rounds. She now meets with Trish. Okay, she now meets with Trish. She gets Trish in a jam. Trish is looking real like she ain't got no makeup on. She looking tired as hell. She's looking crazy. She's sitting there waiting on Mel at this coffee shop. It's a rainy day. Mel is coming in. Like I said, Trish was there. She got there first. Mel is running just slightly late. The weather is bad. It's raining out. Mel is putting her umbrella up and she's coming in. Trish jumps up like she's just so glad to see Melody. Hi, how you doing? You know, did you get caught in the rain? You see, it's raining, right? So then Melody, okay, so Mel comes in, she greets Trish, they sit down and they begin to talk, and Mel then asks her, you know, hi, did you enjoy the trip? You know, how are you doing? You know, just small talk before she actually gets into what she really came there to talk about, which was why you ain't tell me that you came to my damn marital home while you was up over there with my ex-husband at my damn house during the time that we were separated. So let's get into the clip, honey, because we do have it. All right, so y'all can see Trish sitting up here scared as hell and lying her ass off. And Mel was just steady catching her and lie after damn lie. All right, let's get into it, y'all. Please don't forget to hit that like button, okay? We're breezing through, honey. We're getting to the end of it. All right, and here we go. Shout out to OMFG Reality TV.
People just made it so awkward.
Well, you have to make it awkward. You have to make it awkward if you feel awkward. Because, well, let me say why. At the sunset dinner, right, from what I was gathering, there were some things not told correctly to your friends.
What took place with the whole you and one of our ex in the whole DM situation?
So you talking about Martell.
I want to say this. When we were at the gym, me, you, and Destiny, I told you what he said.
Yeah.
You adamantly said it's not true. So are you saying now it is true?
Well, yeah. I left it out for a reason.
So you just lied in order to protect what it could have seemed like?
Pretty much. So I did own up to that because I was like, let's make sure we put the truth out on there because I'm confused and where this is going to go. For one, I had to ask Martell, like, what was your motive?
What was the motive behind what?
Saying that I went to his house.
Did you think it was awkward though whenever you were invited to come train at his house and you ain't know him? Was that awkward then?
I can't say I didn't know him. I knew of him because I grew up with Tez. We both went to school and stuff together. And then my sister went to Butler with him too.
But you didn't know. You knew of him.
Yeah, I mean, I go to the house all the time. I still do.
Training?
Yeah.
So what year did you go train him at his house?
2020.
2020? What month?
Mel wants specifics, okay? Damn, Mel, this is an interrogation right here, girl. And Trish is sitting here looking like her ass is on first 48 sitting in front of Caroline Mason. Mel is on her Caroline Mason bullshit. And Trish is sitting there like her ass is about to go to damn jail because she can't remember shit right now.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Oh. Trisha initially lying about going to Martell's house or clubhouse or then back to the house to train or not train. Does it make her untrustworthy? Yeah. Does it make her seem like a liar? Yeah. Let's try to get her to be a little honest. And she likes to be a little on the line of honesty and dishonesty. Which house did you go to? Because I can probably tell you.
I want to say it was a big one.
Like which area, location?
It was up the mountains.
Off what road?
Dang, I don't know.
How was the driveway? There you go.
It was a typical driveway.
No, ain't no typical driveways on the mountains. They all got a lot going on.
I didn't think just how the driveway was.
You drove into the yard So you didn't pay attention to how the driveway was. So were you blindfolded when you drove up in the damn yard and you just hit the gas and just flew up in that bitch? Like, you don't know how the driveway looked. You don't remember how the house looked, what color the house was. You don't remember nothing. You don't walk all up and through the house. And mind you, she already said she went there twice. So how is it you remember nothing about this house? You don't remember the driveway. You don't remember the address. She don't remember a damn thing. And it's always convenient like that when it comes to Trish and you ask her a question, just like she didn't remember when she was asked by Ken initially if she had any type of situation with Martell. She ain't said shit. She ain't said nothing when she sat her ass there, and he didn't remember me. She was real mad about Martell not remembering her, and that's kind of weird if you guys just were friends and you hadn't seen him in a long time. She was real pressed about that, which says to me that there was some feelings somewhere involved because you were probably doing some stuff allegedly with Martell that your ass shouldn't have been doing during the time that you were married, mind you. So you still married to Marquez even to this day, but you are still over here going to separated men's houses while you're married, and then you're sitting in front of the actual wife, and you don't have the same energy that you had when you were talking shit about her too. You're now side dude because Ken, you're a side dude. I'm sorry, you're a side dude with a unit, and she ain't have that same energy sitting here with Mel, and I don't understand that.
Was the house white?
Okay, one of them was lighter than the other.
It was light. It was light.
Both of them light, no, but one of us kind of more white.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that was the house I left when I left him in April. And then that house I filmed behind every man in that house in like maybe July, August-ish. And then he was out of that house around the fall, September-ish.
It was fall. It was chilly. Yeah.
Not too late in the fall though, because we would have had to have been there between April and August of 2020.
It was chilly outside. It was chilly outside.
Oh, that was about when that one was out of that one that you're saying that was white was around August.
That one said no, it was chilly outside.
Might have been the other. She's failing miserably right now. I don't even know if she knows where she went.
You want that damn chilly? You was over there with your drawers off. I'm gonna say it again. Allegedly. It wasn't that damn chilly. You had that chin out and you had them drawers off over there. I don't understand that now. It's given. It wasn't that damn chilly outside. She kept saying it was chilly outside. It was a little chilly. It was a little breezy and whatnot. It was a little chilly over there. Yeah, it wasn't that damn chilly. Because you took your ass over there 2 times, okay, bike to bike. So that means whatever he did to you the first time, you enjoyed that shit so much that you came a second time and you still ain't seen the driveway because your mind was on some dick, girl.
It's clearly something that she's not wanting to come out, that she's scared to give facts on because she don't want it to come out. And I'm saying, just let it come out.
Come on out, child.
Yeah.
Let it come on out like that hook and curve came out when your ass came up over there. That's what you went over there for, that hook and curve. Mm-hmm. You came over there for that hook and that curve. And that's why your ass went back over there. Let it come out, child.
It was, whatever it was cold out. It was a little chilly outside.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
A little chilly.
Were you and Ken talking at the time?
No, he came much later.
You ain't really ate none of your food, girl. I'm glad I ain't ordering that on guess because I don't think you feeling your food too much. It doesn't matter one way or the other to me why she went or what she did while she was there, because obviously I was gone. But you know what? Trisha definitely had an ample amount of time, if she wanted to, to pull me to the side. Hey, girl, let me let you know what's being said. I don't want anything to catch you off guard. But let's be clear. If she's anything like the people that she tends to hang around in this group, girl code is non-existent. That's too big of an ask in this group. So let me ask you something. Before or when I invited you to come on the trip, right?
Yes.
Had these conversations already happened in terms of training at the house or not? Had y'all already had them conversations?
Before the trip?
Now she can't remember that either. Why Mel got to talk to Trish like she's sugar mama over questions that she already know the damn answer to? Mel got to break this shit down like she talking to sugar mama when she talked to Trish. Trish don't remember shit. You mean the girls trip? A conversation before the girls trip? Girl, yeah. Does she need to say that shit in Spanish? Do she need to say it with her damn fingers? Like, girl, earth to Trish. Damn.
Conversation with who?
Like, you're saying that my ex, Martell, had mentioned you come to the house, but you didn't know the motive, and you were wondering how is it being said a certain way? Like, don't make it seem a certain way. So had that happened before I invited you on the trip?
Yeah.
So you knew this possible narrative was being put out there before the trip?
Yeah.
So did you ever feel like, hey, she invited me on this trip, I accepted the invitation, let me pour something, let her know though?
Cliffhanger. And what better place to put a cliffhanger? Okay, so it needs to come back there. Okay, it needs to come back on right there. All right, so of course the episode ends there. This was a quick episode. Okay, a lot of stuff happened. Of course, the highlight of this episode was Marceau and Martell's back and forth, and Martell revealing some things about Martell, and that whole scene on their field day. It was everything. Y'all saw Maurice jump up trying to calm Martell down because he just knew after Martell got off Marceau's ass that he was about to spin the block on his ass. Because, you know, he been out in them streets, too. He been out there having a few fivesomes, according to him, allegedly. Well, not even allegedly. He said the shit on the show. But that's why Kimmy said her ass there quiet. But that's the end of the episode. I'm going to rate this episode 8.5 only because of the exchange between Marceau and Martell. All right. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. If it weren't for that, this episode would have been boring. And shout out to Mel for holding people accountable. Melody is coming through this second part of this season, letting people know you're not going to fucking play in my face and you're not going to keep talking about my shit and then I don't return the favor. So I'm happy that she is going around. She's making her rounds to let each and every one of them know, bitch, you're not going to play in my face and you're going to stay the fuck out my business. And if you talk about mine, guess who's going to talk about yours? That'll be me. Thank you, Mel. I've been waiting to see this all damn season because Mel been sitting cute and on mute and allowing these damn Scots to run amok and be talking about her shit, and she ain't said nothing about them. Marceau, you know, ran your ass down to the radio station and was talking about Martell's arrest and talking about Mel. You were talking about Mel businesses. Tisha, you was talking about some infidelities with Mel and talking about all kinds of shit with Mel. Destiny, you've been talking about respect for cheating, and you still ain't said shit about your paternity test having ass over there. We ain't heard shit about that yet. We ain't heard nothing about that. Kimmy, you over there talking and your man don't even come home. You went through the same shit with Jalen Daddy. So you can't be talking about Mel and why she chose to change her name from Holt back to Rogers. You don't think you should have the same name as your children? Fuck that. She don't want that nigga name attached to her, and I don't blame her. So while everybody's worried about Mel and how she chooses to run her life, they all have worse shit going on in their lives, it seems. And I'm glad that Melody is calling their asses out. Finally, it's starting to happen to their ass, okay? Yeah, a lot of people were saying they wasn't here for it. I've been reading the comments on social media all over, from Facebook to Instagram, on TikTok, everywhere, where people have been saying they feel like Mel is turning into a mean girl. No, that's not being a mean girl. It's called calling these hoes, holding these hoes accountable for the shit that they keep doing. This girl don't bother nobody. Mel do not be bothering them. Mel be about her bag and her damn business. She's been talking about her property preservation on the show. She's been talking about what she's doing. She's been hanging with Shanita. She's been doing her own thing, her events and everything else. But they always find a way to talk about Melody, her millimeters, calling people deplorable. They've been attacking her fan base the whole fucking season. So Mel is finally clapping back and fighting back. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Now, Marceau, he want to act like he's on Mel's side, and you done did whole videos and everything on Instagram talking about Mel and the deplorables, the malometers this and the malometers that. Well, now guess what? The malometers is on your ass once again, Marceau, and you can't take it. You mad because Martell and his fruity ass done up and called you out and told your damn business, and you weren't expecting that shit, okay? Yeah, so shout out to Martell for doing his big one on this episode, okay? Shout out to him because you asked him to show the damn receipts and he told that shit. And shout out to Mel too. All right. But that is it, and that is all for that episode. So we did have a cliffhanger there where Melody is telling Trish that she was wrong for not pulling her to the side prior to her coming on the girls' trip to St. Thomas. And I feel like that's exactly what she's doing. If you mess with this woman's husband, you've been to her house and you're going to be in the same space that she's going to be in, and she's inviting you to be in her space around her friends, the least you could have done was called her up on the phone and said, hey, Mel, let's me and you go to that same coffee shop where you just sat your ass there looking crazy in line and say, hey, I need to have a conversation with you prior to us going. Not get on the trip and then when shit get too hot, you run off and run your ass to the airport to get away from scrutiny that you could have avoided had you had a conversation with her prior to going. That's just standard. That's standing. You're gonna be in the same circle as this woman. You looking at her in her face and being fake as hell and calling everybody else out on their relationship. And then when the tables are turned on you, you get a fucking attitude and want to go pack your bags and go running like Tisha. No, stay your ass there and accept the fact that you was on some fake bullshit. You were having some relations of some sort behind the scenes. You were not training him according to Martell because he said you never trained him. So you came over there twice to get your ass tapped over there. That's what you came over there. You came over there twice to get your ass tapped, and you was over there on that hook and curve like, You was like that. That's what you doing. You had a mouth full of meat 2 times, girl. You had a mouthful of meat, girl. You came over there first time, mouthful of meat. You got bent over. You had a Charlie horse in your damn chin. I didn't even know you can get a Charlie horse in your chin. Trish, chin, and took her ass over there and got a Charlie horse in her damn chin. Not 1, but 2 damn times, bitch. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did, girl. You was over there, gargling balls and getting a Charlie horse in your damn chin. And your ass went right back over there, and you couldn't even give Melody the damn courtesy of pulling her to the side to let her know that you were getting Charlie horses in your chin at her damn house. Now, let's get into this damn clip of what's going to happen next, okay? Anybody ever had a Charlie horse in their chin? When you're working the muscles too much in your chin like this, your shit gonna lock up. Lock up. Her chin locked up over there. So she had to come back a second time for him to unlock her chin. That's what it was about. I'm trying to help you, girl, with your lie. I'm trying to help you with your lie. You went back over there to have Martell unlock your chin, okay? Yeah, girl, he dislocated your chin over there the first time. Over there doing that wild, crazy shit that you done saw over there on the internet. That's what your ass was over there doing. Big ass chin. That's what her ass was doing. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. That's why you couldn't look her in the eye when you were talking to her. In there on her good furniture. That's why she put that lighter fluid on there. She was trying to get some of that booty juice up off her damn furniture that your ass left up over there. Yeah, that's what she was doing. Y'all remember Mel went up in there with the damn... Martell thought Mel was about to start grilling up in that bitch, but she put that lighter fluid upon that damn chair to get some of that booty juice and chin juice from that Charlie horse that Trish left up over there on her damn gray couch. The same one Martell took over there and got that lighter fluid smell still up in his damn Section 6 apartment. But let's get into this next clip in terms of what's going to happen next on this damn show. Now, we will get to see Marquez crying probably again on the next episode, all right? I was like, where his crying ass at? Well, he will be on the next episode, all right? Let's get into it, shall we? All right?
Next, on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
I did go by and see Marcel that dude, man. In real life.
Here we go.
In real life. I don't hear nothing about that dude. Feel like he started.
He said, I don't want to hear nothing about that dude in real life.
Marcel said some.
You should not have put Letitia in it.
Yeah, I did.
I have a text from Martell.
Oh, God.
This was a conversation between Marceau and Martell. All right? And it wasn't about you. It was not about you.
Wait, so neither one of you, so you ain't saying nothing about me?
No. I was saying that Martell is the kind of man that will call me and ask me about me and you sleeping together.
How do you co-parent when you're dealing with people that might be your trigger?
I speak in silent. He speaks out loud.
See, that energy right there, Trish, is what we needed to see at the table when Mel was asking you a series of questions that you knew the answer to. See, now you want to be on this shit here. You won't doing that then, but go on.
No, I don't care.
Are you being triggered right now?
Don't.
Marquez. So he won't cry here. That's a good look for you. That's a good look. I like that look. Okay. All that damn crying he be doing sitting over there. I said, boy, he went through a whole box of Kleenexes in one scene. But so yeah, he won't be crying, I guess, in this damn scene coming up, the next one. But that's what's gonna happen in the next one. We'll play it again for those who all right, one more again.
Next on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
I did go by and see Marcel that dude, man. In real life.
Here we go.
In real life. I don't hear nothing about that dude. Feel like he started it.
Marcel said some.
You should not have put Letitia in it.
Yeah, I did.
I have a text from Martell.
Oh, God.
This was a conversation between Marceau and Martell. All right? And it wasn't about you. It was not about you.
Wait, so neither one of you, so you ain't saying nothing about me?
No. I was saying that Martell is the kind of man that will call me and ask me about me and you sleeping together.
How do you co-parent when you're dealing with people that might be your trigger?
I speak in silent. He speaks out loud.
real out loud
No. He speak. I don't care.
Are you being triggered right now?
Don't. Don't.
Child. So that's what's gonna happen next, child. So it looks like next episode gonna be bringing it as well. But that's the end of our review, honey. I hope you guys enjoyed, child. Chin, Trish over there, I'm about to call her Chin. What Chin? Yeah, child. Chin. Yeah, child. She had a Charlie horse in her chin and scoliosis in her throat region over there with Martell. Yes, you did, girl. You had scoliosis in your damn throat, and you had a Charlie horse in your damn chin over there fooling with damn Martell over there in Mel House. Yes, you did. Yes, the hell you did, and that's why your ass got put out, and I'm glad you did. Now let's get on out of here because I got shit to do. I'm tired as hell. Thank y'all for coming over and enjoying the review, honey. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to hit the like button. Anybody ever had scoliosis in the throat, girl? That's funny to me. Scoliosis in the throat and a Charlie horse up and through your chin, girl. All right, thank you, Belle Wilson. Thank you, Belle Wilson, KBR, Tyra, and Scorpion Miss Child. Thank y'all for coming up over here, all right, and supporting the channel. Thank you, True TV Podcast, Purple Unicorn, Aries Girl Podcast, Dear Talk Show, Messy Hoes ATL, Boss Lady Brand, Girlfriend Chronicles of Kim K, and Love Seen Heard. Thank you guys for coming over and supporting the channel, okay? Again, hit the like button, all right? Hit the like button. And before we go, let me drop that link one more time because we are still pushing the petition, all right? Yes, honey, said they love the show tonight. Yes, thank y'all for coming over. Y'all know we're gonna have a good laugh and a gag when I do my reviews. I try to make it lively because I don't want y'all bored sitting over there, y'all filing your nails and shit. I want y'all to be engaged. I want y'all to be laughing. I want y'all to get a good laugh and a gag, honey. So that's exactly what we were going for, and you guys obviously enjoyed the show. So I appreciate you guys. Have a great night. I will see you guys tomorrow for Car Chronicles, okay? I will see you guys for Car Chronicles. Don't forget to sign the petition to support the non-bullying, all right? Non-bullying. We're working on some things. I appreciate you guys so that we can make YouTube a safe space for everyone, all right? So you don't feel stalked, harassed, and bullied on social media, all right? Thank you guys. Let's get out of here, and bye.